Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Ni No Kuni, the Wrath of the White Witch Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we made it into a brand new location known as the Deep Dark Woods and met up with the Father Oak Tree that was going to be here in this area. And he did go and give us ourselves with some brand new pages for our Wizard Companion book, and we did go and learn how the Healing Touch is going to be working around within here, and not only that, but also getting to learn about how the familiar captures are going to be happening, or I should say, how the familiars are going to be happening within this game as well too, because we got ourselves our very first of many of those said familiars. And I want to say the actual familiar creature was known as Mighty, but we went and changed around with the nicknames since we are allowed to go and do that with these type of guys that are going to be popping up here and there. And we went and named it after a certain fellow YouTuber and also a close online friend known as with King Ezamel. So shout out to you again once there, my guy. You are going to be a part of the team for a little while until things start changing around for a little bit, because I don't know exactly what other type of other special familiars that we're going to probably be adding on into the team, so we'll see what is going to happen from there. But I know that I think King will be doing just well throughout in our time of the Deep Dark Woods, because we got ourselves with our very first of many boss battles that are going to happen within this game as well too. And that of course is going to be known within our way is the Guardian of the Woods. And I know that that's what Drippy was going off and talking about here, is that he's a very crazy type of boss that we're going to have to go and face, but hopefully everything should at least be going out as well as it should be. Now here in this part of this new little area here of the Deep Dark Woods, there is going to be some new type enemies that are going to be popping up, such as with this guy here. And let's go and see what this guy is going to be all about. So we got started with Spit 2 and also with Jabber, which I kind of like how the nicknames here in level 5 are always kind of funny, because they always kind of have that little bit of some punniness to it. Kind of like exactly how Yokai Watch was all about, because if you guys recall back when we went and first played through Yokai Watch 1, there was some of those type of yokais that would always have that type of little punniness to them. But it seems like they always kind of like to do that for every type of yokai or every type of creature that they always have, compared to like how Pokemon does it. But anyways, within these two videos for today, not only are we going to be doing out here with Ni No Kuni and the Wrath of the White Witch, but we are going to be jumping on into some more of the Ocarina of Time Let's Play as well too, because if you guys don't know, we are going to get ourselves more prepared into our way of what the Fire Temple is going to be all about. Because I think currently right now we're just almost about to be done with everything said within the Bottle of the Well. And then right on after that, we are going to be heading right on into where the, I want to say back to the Goron City, but actually as playing with an adult Link a little bit and picking up with ourselves of the Goron Tunic, so that we can at least be somewhat prepared for when that area does happen. So let's go and do with this battle out here with this guy as well too, and hopefully try to get ourselves with another level up while we can. Now I believe there's going to be most of these parts that are going to happen here within this part of this particular area, where I will be doing quite a bit of some editing here and there, just so that you guys don't have to see me go through everything with all these different battles, because I will be doing a little bit of some training up with our team for a little bit of some time. But again, if you guys don't know about what happened before within the past episode, I think that was during the time of us encountering out with some of these other different creatures from before, is that I will go and show you guys some of the new encounters that we'll run on into. But after, once we go and run on into those new set encounters, we will kind of just do a little bit of some editing with those guys, so that you won't have to see too much of these type of creatures every so often, unless if I do get like a special level up or something from there, which you guys will probably be seeing that happening within this episode, since I am going to be leveling all the way up to, I want to say, just roughly around level 4, just so that I can at least get both with Oliver and also with King all set up for that. But if you guys do remember from the last episode, since now we have the spells at this point in time, we can use our fireball attack and be able to go and do that within our way of the battles, which I think that should be a very big help within our time of the Guardian of the Woods as well too in the process. Now, I want to say just up around in this type of location here, there is going to be a special type of chest. Now, since this game kind of plays almost a little bit like how Dark Cloud 2 kind of works around a little bit, these are like the same type of similar chests that we've seen from the last time in that game, where we have to go and use some sort of special like ability or some sort of thing that we have to go and find to go and open up within that chest. So unfortunately for right now, we can't really go and do anything within our time for that right now. So we'll have to come back to that later once we get that set ability. Now, Drippy's going to go and talk about how since we do have Mighty here, or since we do have King, of course, alongside with our team, every so often that we start training up within King, we will be able to go and learn some more new type of attacks that's going to happen a little bit later on. And I want to say our next up and coming level up move attack that's going to be happening at some point soon is going to be known as Sandblast, which kind of thinking about that move there, Sandblast, kind of sounds like something that would sound probably almost like a Pokemon move in a way. Now, also too, don't forget that this game kind of plays out a little bit like what Tamagotchi is all about. So just kind of feed your pet, and from there you can actually go and boost up some stats and whatnot for your guys. Which that was a really big help because that right there, just adding that chocolate to King, actually boosted up his attack a little bit more. So that's like really nice for it. Alright, so here we go. Let's see what's going to happen with these guys. Now, I think their attacks are a little bit more crazy, so you want to be a little bit careful with those. But either way, we already went and knocked out with that guy there. And don't forget, since we do have the healing touch, we could always go and heal up outside of the battle, but you want to make sure that you actually have enough of the different MP to go and use that, because if you start running out of MP, that's not really all that too good. So later on, throughout here, there is another save point. This is just right before the Guardian of the Woods here, but we don't really know exactly what this type of thing is. I don't know if that's like a waypoint type of finder or something at some point. Maybe we could possibly go and use the teleportation type of functionality that will probably happen within this game so that we can go and jump back in between of that sensor in a different area. But here we go. Now we're starting to get ourselves halfway into the episode now. Ah, yes, and also too, since we do have some specialized items that we also went and picked up from some different battles, you can also go and boost up on your defenses. You can also go about, well, also boost up on your different other type of stats as well, without even having to even really worry about even level up all that too much. But I still do recommend on leveling up here in this game because you want to make sure, because some of these bosses can be a little bit more tricky later on. Uh-oh. Yeah, so there's the sound that's coming from there. That is going to be the Guardian. Now, I'm going to say that this guy is pretty huge. And he does feel like he's like somewhat of a menace. Oh, man. Well, let the battle finally commence, and let's go and put all of our different special practices to the test to go and finally do this here. So let us go and use with King. Now, we do have that special cut loose move, so we can't go and do that. Now, later on throughout the battle, there will be a special type of golden orb, and that special golden orb will be meant, I want to say, for using out with one of your different familiars. And we're going to have like a specialized type of ability here for King that will happen a little bit later on throughout this battle, which that will go and do the final finishing blow for this guy. So yes, now also too, some of these bosses will have a special type of move that's going to happen, such as this windfall move, and it does quite a bit of damage, so you want to make sure that you go and defend that as best as you can. So I'm glad that we went and defended out with that there, and we don't have to really worry about all that too much, but you want to make sure to go and at least pick up with some of those different healing orbs, which I totally forgot to actually go ahead and do so. There we go. Let's go and set up for the cut loose move again. How much is that going to do? Actually does around 10 damage, so not too bad. Okay, so now we're going to have to go and switch around back into Oliver here. And now, having Oliver is not really as great because kind of see what's happening out here is that I don't really have any type of MP to go and even set up for any type of fireballs or nothing. Now, we do have a lot of this white bread, so we can go and get ourselves quickly healed up within there, but that's going to be a waste of our time because that's going to hit for 20 damage. Ouch. Now, mind you, we're still okay. We're not going to get ourselves into a game over just quite yet there. And just look at that. Just using a stick is just not going to really help out at all with the decays. I think we need to use our familiar again. Yeah, unfortunately, Oliver's just not going to work out too well in a boss battle. Whoa, he's got Bellow now. Just got to just stay far away from that. Alright, and we're all good. Now, since we got ourselves some extra more MP magic there, we could go and set up with a fireball there to go and get ourselves started off with now. Okay, so now King's going to get back up in action here for this one. Be careful with the windfall. Ouch. But we're still good. We're still good. And let's go into attack mode once more. Let's see how well we can go and do. And after a little bit of some attacking, there should be the golden orb now. The golden orb just when it just spawned out here. So let's go and make sure to pick that up beforehand, and let's make a run for it. There we go, and now we're finally supercharged. And once we go and do that, let's go and slice up with some slash dances here. And finally knock out this guy in the woods once and for all, man. Yeah, there we go. 59 damage right there. That is a nice, good win. Now, technically, this boss is not, like, completely gamed over. He will kind of, like, come back to his senses, I believe. But now, look at that. Everybody's now finally up to level 5, and we got ourselves an interesting type of spirit stone there. Or a type of orb that's happening within there. So now we got ourselves a little bit of some bio for what this guy is all about. Probably need to go and check him up a little bit later on my own accord. You guys don't have to see that. But that adds another new page to the companion book, which that's going to be happening more of our way throughout here as well, too, because there's going to be more pages to get unlocked. And that's what Father Oak is going to be giving out for some rewards. Now, I believe Father Oak did say something, I want to say later on throughout this episode, about him always coming back to always go and tell him some more stories, because that may probably be something that we could go and do for extra other rewards, because you never know. That may probably come very handy a little bit later on throughout this game.
You did well to calm the Guardian of
Yep, we did really well.
And I found what I was looking for. But first, a gift.
Alright, let's see what our first reward is going to be from him. What the heck? What is this type of guy? This guy looks like almost something kind of out of like Super Mario. Looks like a thwomp. The heck? Or it could be something out of Crash Bandicoot. He kind of looks like that one Tiki guy, which I can't always keep on forgetting what his name is. I think his name is like Apu or something? Or Waka Waka? I can't remember what his name is.
This is what you came here for, is it not?
But, yeah, we got ourselves with another type of item as well, too.
To rescue the heartbroken,
Interesting locket here. We'll have to go and check around within that time. Now, if I can vaguely recall, is that locket is meant for something of collecting different pieces of heart? Which that's really weird, because, like, I guess in this game, there's also pieces of heart that you can go find in this game.
Alright. Ta, backface!
Some things are as unchanging as the forest. No matter. You had best be on your way. Now, boy, you must come and see me from time to time. And tell me.
Yep, and that's exactly what we're going to have to go and do later on.
I look forward to hearing of your progress.
Yes, sir.
Let's be off, shall we?
Okay, well, there we go.
Time to head back to Ding Dong Dell and mend a broken heart.
Alright, so back to Ding Dong Dell we go, but I think for right now, I think this is going to be a good enough time for me to go and just end off the episode for today. So thank you guys so much for watching out here. Got ourselves with a Take Heart spell, interesting. Give Heart spell as well, too. But with that being said, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one for when we go and start moving our way into some more with Ocarina of Time. And, of course, peace.